the lines, and I thought she was great, and I didn't know who she was. And I think she makes the film. And we go through a big process of trial and error before I get it cast. And if I couldn't have cast it this well, I wouldn't have made it. The same is true of The Exorcist. You know, there was no compromise in the cast.
And I mean, I guess with this film as well, because it's about a killer, a murderer, again, just, you know, a crooked cop who just, you know, does what he wants, goes where he wants. But it's done in such a way that it does feel very, very different, very, very contemporary.
Yes. Well, it was meant to be, because I don't think these emotions and these characters are old. I think this all goes on right now. And that's what's of interest to me. His script is true to life. Let's get him. Hey, Tracy, let me ask you a few things here. No, his script is completely true to the kind of human behavior that I find interesting. And you say the cast was energized. You got a two-shot, okay? Yeah. The cast was energized because the script was so great. That's why there's energy. They were excited every day to come to work. And it's because of what he wrote.
Billy gives me a lot of credit. He's always given a lot of credit to writers. As he, you know, I mean, that's
the truth.
It's good of him to do that, but he's also a great filmmaker and great storyteller and great American artist. So he's also largely responsible for a lot of that.
As you said, he's only made two films in the last 5 years, and both of them have been yours. So that really does go to show that the quality of the script writing and what it is that you know, new things that you're coming up with, and as you've been saying as well, these iconic scenes that you're mastering. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I'm awful happy to do it with Billy. We seem to be simpatico about a lot of this stuff, so it's turned out well for us.
I find it funny. You know, Killer Joe is funny to me. I'm not sure I've made it funny to others. Tonight is the first public screening, and it's in a different language. You know, it's not in English, although they speak in English, but there's Italian subtitles carrying the words and the thoughts to the audience. And so much of the humor is in the words.
I guess do you worry about something, I guess you not really worry, but at a film festival where it is going to be translated into another language, that sort of the meaning and the true sort of comedic value of something is sort of lost through that?
What do you think?
I think that that might be true in the case of a couple of jokes where the lines just don't quite translate as well, but I think the situations are pretty universal. I think, and I've seen, because this play's played around the world, I've seen that families from all over the world can find something in Killer Joe to identify with.
And I don't worry. You asked if I worry. I mean, I would worry, you know, if I was working in a dry goods store, you know, or I'd worry if I was, you know, had to press clothes. I would worry about how... You know,
if you had to press my clothes.
They wouldn't be good. But how could I stay at the Cipriani if I... So why would I worry, you know? I mean, we should all be worried because I think the world is in great danger right now, it seems to me.
But we choose not to worry.
I don't worry because
we're not worried.
I'm in God's hands. I know that. If God wanted me to fall back into this swimming pool right now, I would. Right? He's maybe, but you know, I'll back up a little so we don't get to. But no, I'm not joking. I feel that from the beginning, I didn't choose where to be born. I'm not going to choose the time or place of my death, you know. And so after that, you just try to enjoy life. That's all I really am trying to do, is enjoy my time here.
And it also helps that you're one of the best directors in the world.
You're very kind to say it. I appreciate you saying that. But I've seen some work that if I could do work like that, I would absolutely quit. If I could make a film like 8.5 by Fellini or Citizen Kane, Orson Welles, I would be done. There'd be no more to say or do. And I haven't done that through no fault of his material. But no, I've never made a film that was as complex or as brilliant or as evocative or that stays with you as long as some of the master films. I think of myself more as just, it's a job of work. It's a good job, but that's what it is. There's no vision, there's no bullshit, none of that stuff. It just, here's an interesting script, the actors do this, should do that, and 90% of what comes out in a film, whether it's good or bad, is due to the script and the actors, and maybe 10% to the director. But I honestly believe there are other directors that could have done this just as well or better.
We have to leave that